Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everybody's having a good day out there today, and welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling. Really appreciate you guys carving out a little time in your day to watch the video. And today's topic, we are going to be talking about how important it is when you catch that first fish of the day, what it tells you, because sometimes this can really help you out, or it really can hurt you. So I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on how to either take advantage of that or not get sucked into the wild goose chase there. Real quick, just wanted to remind everybody, we got Baitworks has got a new shipment of the Megabass sleeper gills in. You know, they ran out real quick when they first come on. They got a good shipment in there. If you guys are interested in that, I'll include the Baitworks link in the description. You guys can order you some there, and a good way to help the channel out if you want to use that link. Much appreciated. Okay guys, first fish of the day. You know, the first fish of the day is so critical in a couple different ways. First of all, if you're, say for example, you've been out fishing for a while and you're not doing that good, the very first fish of the day, a lot of times it can just be like a light bulb turning on. It can be a little bit of a lure change. It could be a color change. You could pull it up to a different area, and all of a sudden you catch a 2 or 3 pounder and it just turns your day around. And then you can run a pattern, or you get confidence in a bait, or you just sort of see how the fish are positioned a little bit. Until you catch that first fish of the day, you don't really notice. So this first fish of the day is critical as far as letting your day unfold. Once you catch that first fish of the day though, you sort of have to analyze the situation around that catch, because here's like one of the things that has burned me a bunch in the past. Let's say I haven't caught much in a couple hours or something, and then I catch a good one. Say I catch a big fish, a 5, 6, 7 pound fish. A lot of times that can just be a fluke, isolated incident. There may have been one sitting on a stump and I just came past it at the right time with the right bait and that fish hit it. And then I may spend the rest of the day trying to duplicate it and never catch anything. So I have seen the situation more than not. If you catch a big fish, guys, like your first fish of the day, don't pay a lot of attention to it. Yeah, it's cool to catch one, but don't let it throw you off. And say you catch a big one on a swim bait, or a big swim bait, you know, more than likely if you throw that thing the rest of the day, you're not going to catch much on it. So pay close attention to not getting too involved if it's a quality fish. Now, say for example you catch a 2 or 3 pounder, and that 2 or 3 pounder, say it came off a boat dock, and you look down in front of you and there's 50 more boat docks just like it, and say you figured out some little key color plastic worm that they want that you don't think anyone else is throwing. That can be like, again, turning on a light switch. Maybe you figured out these fish they're hanging on the front left corner of the dock, and you can run and catch a fish off of every 3rd dock on the front left corner. Sometimes like that, it can really help you out, but a lot of it depends on the type of cover in the lake. If you catch your first fish of the day on something that's like not obvious, and there's maybe not a lot of cover on it, and it's hard to duplicate that, a lot of times that don't pay a lot of attention to it. But if you make an adjustment and you catch a fish off an area that has a lot of similar water to duplicate, doesn't matter if it's like a secondary point, if it's a stump, you know, if it's lay down trees, or, you know, whatever, or a certain type of rock transition, if you have the ability to run a lot of that type of water and you catch a fish with a certain technique on that, there's a good chance that you can duplicate that and have a successful day on it. So the point of the video, guys, quick video here, is like I said, if I could give you guys one piece of advice on this, when you catch your first fish of the day, just take a breather a second and try to determine what caused that fish to bite. Was it the cover they're on? Was it just a fluke incident? Was it situational? The clouds, it got cloudy for 10 minutes or something like that? And try to assess the situation to see if you can replicate that, because the whole thing about fishing is you've got to have reproducible results. And if you don't get reproducible results, a lot of times you can wind up chasing stuff that you think is going to work that's just not working. So anyway, guys, hope that makes a little bit of sense. I appreciate you guys checking the video out, and we'll talk later.